When I tell you this is going to hurt me in ways that I never would have imagined, I truly mean that. But I am the 100% facts spitter, and it is my job to spit nothing but pure 100% facts. So let's get to it. Let me work up the courage to say this. God. It's like I want to say the words, but the words just won't come out. But all right. Cyberpunk 2077 is easily one of the most disappointing games of all time. One of the most disappointing games I have ever played. I didn't want to have to do this. I expected more from CD Projekt Red after releasing the absolutely godlike Witcher 3, but they just couldn't deliver with this game. There's a reason why this game was delayed again and again and again and again. That should have been a sign that it was just not ready to be released. But I wanted to remain hopeful. I wanted to have that slither of hope. But I can't stay quiet here. This game is horrible. See, the rest of these frauds would have just pretended to like the game. They would have pretended to just go along with the crowd of hype. But no, when something truly doesn't tickle my fancy, I'm going to address it. After playing this game, this just ain't it. Cyberpunk 2077 is just not it. If you actually happen to like this game after all this stuff that I'm going to go over in this video, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are just not a gamer. There's nothing about you that screams gamer. You are a complete moron. You have no business touching gaming. Don't come near gaming ever, because you have no right to talk about gaming or be associated with it. Being a gamer is a privilege. Being a gamer, even coming close to gaming, even talking about games, playing games, that is a privilege. I allow you people to do that. I'm the king of gaming. If I say you can't be a part of gaming anymore, you just can't be a part of it anymore. My word is bond. My word is law. What I say goes. But the story is awful, man. It's not interesting whatsoever. It tackles the same themes that have been done hundreds of times better elsewhere. There are no interesting characters. The voice acting is awful. Just because John Wick is in the game, that doesn't make your game good. Sorry, John Wick fans. John Wick movies are completely garbage. They're horrible. Just had to throw that in there because, again, because you get Keanu Reeves in the game, do you honestly think that's going to make a difference? Again, his whole hype is coming from John Wick, and John Wick games are garbage. Or not John Wick games, John Wick movies are garbage. Some of the worst movies out there. It's for people that are casuals. They don't understand good writing. They don't understand a good cinematography. They just want to see people die left and right. It's ridiculous. But I digress. I'm getting on a tangent here, and I need to get back to the topic at hand. But this story is ripping off so many other stories. First, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. This is ripping off that game. Just the same game over and over again. It's ripping off Skyrim. It's ripping off games like... No, not even games. It's ripping off movies and stuff like Blade Runner, of course. It's ripping off Westworld, because you know how Westworld, they had in season 3, they had this whole like kind of futuristic thing where they had like all the technology in there and the robots and everything. It's literally Cyberpunk 2077 is legit Westworld season 3. That's it. They just copied the entire story, and it's crazy. People say, "Oh, but come on, young, come on, young." Come on. This game has been in development for 10 years, so how did they copy? It's like, bro, you can tell that they just started really taking this game seriously. They could say that they've been developing it for years upon years, but no, the development just started recently, and that's why this game is so unpolished. It's very unpolished, but the story is terrible. God, the writing is just not good here. When I play games, I expect the story to just be amazing. I expect the story to bring me something either on an intellectual level or just an entertainment value level. Just something. But I got nothing from this story. It didn't do anything for me. The gameplay, oh my God, like you would think, okay, maybe the story isn't that good. Maybe the gameplay could save you. You got this big open world, so on and so forth. This game has some of the worst gameplay I've ever seen. It's disgusting. It consists of nothing but fetch quests and repetitive combat that has no depth. There's nothing to the combat here. The open world is so bland and boring. There is nothing to do. Barely any NPCs around. All of the side quests, all of the main missions are the same thing over and over again. The NPCs you run into don't even act like real people. The character models suck. There's tons of texture pop-ins. There's tons of things not loading until like 10, 20 seconds later. A slew of bugs and glitches. I mean, I couldn't take more than 10 steps without experiencing another one. One after another. One after another. Bug, glitch, bug, glitch. It's just crazy. This game should have been delayed again and again until the delays fixed the issue. Until things were fixed. You know, I know the delays were disappointing, but I had no problem with them as long as that meant a more polished game. But there is absolutely no polish to be found here at all. The graphics are horrible. You can tell they've been downgraded. We got so many just screenshots and everything of this game, and you would think, wow, look at this world. Look at the character models. This game is going to bring just something new to the table graphically. It's going to be amazing. No, it's been downgraded. This is what happens when you make, you know, a game like this for outdated hardware, like the PS4 and the Xbox One. This should have been a PS5, Xbox Series X game easily. And if they already been working on it to where they couldn't do that, then they should have just scrapped it and started over from scratch. Period. Because this game would have benefited by being a next-gen only game. But the fact that you're putting it on this dinosaur hardware from 2013, of course it's going to look like this. Of course it's going to perform like this. I mean, I can only imagine. I'm not a casual. I'm not a loser that's still playing on last gen, of course. So I have the current gen. But I can only imagine actually playing this game on current gen, how it's going to be. Your console's probably going to sound like it's about to blow up. That could never be me. Imagine not having a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. Now, again, that could just never be me. But this definitely should have been next gen only. Period. I mean, the fact that they've allowed people that can't upgrade to play this game, and because of that, it's going to ruin the experience for everybody else. That's just something I cannot get behind, man. I cannot get behind that. If a game from 2015, aka The Witcher 3, looks better than a game from 2020, there's obviously something wrong here. I tried to warn people. With this game. I said, don't get your hopes up. Let's wait for the game to release. But everybody's running out and pre-ordering the game. Everybody's buying collector's editions. Everybody's trying to do this and do that. I told you guys to wait. Wait for the 100% fact spitter to give his accurate analysis on the game before you run out and buy it, because you're going to be disappointed. That's what happens when you lose or start to listen to these terrible review sites, these idiots that do nothing but play bad games on the regular. So they tell you Cyberpunk is good. All these people are hyping it up that don't even know anything about good games, haven't played good games before in their lives. That's what happens. But if you would have just waited for my take on it, if you would have just waited for me to come out and bless you with the knowledge to know that this game is not it, this game is not performing in ways that it should be performing, I would have saved you money. But I know you people have bought this game already. I know you people have, again, pre-ordered it. You can't wait to get it officially when it releases. Everybody's already playing it, acting like they're having a great time, but they honestly know that they're bored to death. I mean, this is what happens, man. This is why I keep telling you people. Stop listening to these people that don't really play games. Listen to someone like me that literally defies the limits of greatness on the regular. Everything that I do should be in a museum. Every one of my videos should be in a museum. Every one of my videos should be taught in classes. That's the knowledge that I'm just producing with these videos. But all in all, Cyberpunk 2077, everything from the story to the gameplay to the graphics to the sound design to all the problems with this game, this just goes to show, like, when are we going to be able to have nice things? We just cannot have nice things. Every time I put my faith in the game, and again, that was my fault. I shouldn't have put my faith in this game off of the strength of The Witcher 3. You shouldn't put your faith into a game just because, or not a game, but hell, a game or a development team just because they produce one classic. You see what I'm saying? You got to see where they're going. But yeah, CD Projekt Red, I will never put my faith in them again unless it's something Witcher related. They should have just made Witcher 4. They should have just made another Witcher game, something in that realm, because branching off into this first-person shooter, first-person view, open world type of game, this was just beyond their capabilities, and it shows with this game. I can't believe it, man. Anybody that actually likes this game or thinks this game deserves to be talked about in a positive light, think it's amazing. I don't know what to tell you, man. You're just not a gamer. You need to go, better yourself. You need to honestly go reinvent yourself and start playing good games, because you're just embarrassing real gamers such as myself when you like games like this.